Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. David C. Anderson here, coming at you from the Knife Center for our 2019 video gift guide. Now, it is the season of giving, but if you're having a little bit of trouble coming up with something for the knife guy or gal in your life, we got a ton of great gift items here at the Knife Center. So what I've done is I've organized them into price points and pulled a few of my favorite things that we offer, and I'm going to show them to you all now. Let's check them out. So the first things we're going to talk about is a few items that come in at under $20. Now this is a great price point. There's some really cool stuff out there. It'll make a great stocking stuffer, maybe a great thing at an office Christmas party, provided they're okay with some knives. We've got some cool things. The first one here is quite honestly one of the best deals going anywhere right now for a knife at $17, just under. We're at $16.95 on this right now. This is the Kershaw Rove. So the reason this is such a good deal, the reason I say that this is one of the best deals going, is you get a ton of knife for that price. In fact, these used to be more than $25, but we've got them now, like I said, $16.95. So we've got a nice size blade on this knife. It's about 3.3 inches, which is a great size for everyday use. Not too big, not too small, and it is a stainless steel, 8CR13 MOV for those knife nerds that are watching this video. Really good performance. It's very similar to AUS 8, which is another knife steel that you nerds out there should know about. But you get good performance, it's easy to sharpen, it's stainless, it's great. The handles are synthetic, and you can see they have a nice organic flow that likes to nestle into the hand very nicely. In addition to that, deep carry pocket clip, which can go on either side, which means you can carry that very unobtrusively and still pull out a blade that gets a good bit of work done. It might be enough already, but if it wasn't, this is a flipper opening knife featuring an assisted opening spring. So as soon as you start moving that blade open, a spring is going to take over and pop it out. It's not a switchblade, so no worries there, but it gives you fantastic fast action every time. But that's the Kershaw Rove, less than 17 bucks, and it's perfect for outdoor usage, everyday carry, some kitchen work, pretty much anything you'd want to reach for a pocket knife for. Let's say you've got a youngster though, and maybe they're not quite ready for a blade with a sharp edge. In that case, if you still want to share your passion with them, check out the Klecker Trigger Knife Kit. Now this starts life like this, some injection molded pieces, but you snap these apart and you can put them together into a fully functioning lockback knife. Very easy to do, no tools required. This is a great tool, again, like I said, for sharing your passion for knives. Maybe your kids are showing an interest in knives. This is a great way to instruct them, great way for them to see how things work. Mechanically inclined kids are going to love it. And it's actually a great tool for teaching knife safety as well. Once they prove they can handle this well, then maybe it's time for them to step up to a real blade. If that wasn't enough, there's a bunch of different colors available too. This one right here happens to be glow in the dark, but let's say you've got a couple of kids, they each have their own favorite color. We've probably got an option to suit you. That way they'll be able to have one that's their own, they'll instantly recognize it, and there's not going to be any arguing over, he took mine. You're going to know which one's whose. And the best part, under 10 bucks, we're at $9.95 on these. Great, great stocking stuffer for sure. So let's say they are ready for an actual sharpened edge, then you can't go wrong with the Swiss Army Classic SD by Victorinox. In fact, forget first knife. This is a knife that every knife enthusiast out there should have at least one of these in their collection. But even if they do, you can't have enough of them, especially since they start at around $15. We've got the classic red right here. Works great on your keychain. Got a nice blade, fingernail file, and screwdriver on one side. Small pair of scissors on the other. And of course, the toothpick and tweezers that everybody loves that comes with a Swiss Army knife. That's just one of the colors though. There's a ton of different options in the classic SD range, including a bunch of custom graphic versions right here. I've got one of them. This is clam pack, so I'm not pulling it out, but this is the gingerbread man, very holiday centric, very festive right there. But there's all kinds of different graphics to choose from. And again, like I said, prices start around 15 bucks. Another great stocking stuffer. You can't have too many of these in your life because they can go on every keychain, glove box, utility drawer, fits everywhere, and they're just really cool to boot. Speaking of Swiss Army knives, we've actually got a nice set of nail clippers made by Victorinox, those Swiss Army folks. A really travel-friendly unit right here at $12. It's nice and slim, it folds up, In fact, there's actually a few folding knife models that incorporated this tool into it. They're a little bit fatter. You can find those on our site as well. However, if you just want those nail clippers, very nice little set right there. Great for travel, like I said, goes in a bag really well, or just throw it in your bathroom and you'll have your nails looking really good, at least part of the way. You get the first step done with this. So you've heard about Swiss precision, and that's certainly going on here. This is built very well, but if you want something that's even nicer I should say, and more premium feeling, we've got some options from Germany and from Seki City, Japan, such as Dovo, as well as Concord. They make some great sets. Some of them come with some nice leather travel cases. You can take things with you. Really cool, and you can check all of them out at the KnifeCenter at our gift guide. So we're gonna stick with another grooming gift, but this is actually more than just a comb. This is the Zootility Tools Hedgehog Multitool. It gets its name, of course, from this interesting shape, and right now, less than 10 bucks on this, $9.95 for this little multi-tool. Of course, you do have your comb functionality. In addition to that, we've actually got some wrenches here on the side, as well as you can use it as a cell phone holder, which is rather interesting. A little bit of a chip clip, screwdriver, actually, Phillips head right there on the end, and it's credit card size. So you can carry this around in your wallet without taking up any extra space outside of there in your pockets. You could carry it in your pockets too, of course, but because it's carryable in your wallet, that's really cool. And last but not least, almost forgot, does have a bottle opener. Everything's got a bottle opener these days, and this is no exception. Zootility Tools Hedgehog, $9.95 right now. So next we're gonna jump up to gifts under $50. Now everything here is gonna be between $20 and $50, so you got a little bit more budget to play with and you can get some really cool stuff. But first, we're gonna stick with a couple of wallet-sized credit card tools. And the first is from Victorinox. It's from Swiss Army. This is the Swiss card. Now this is a fairly thin piece, carries easily in the wallet, and there's a ton of tools packed into the side of this thing. It's got staples like a pair of scissors, a small blade, works great as a letter opener or a small package or box opener. More tools on the other side. You got those toothpicks and tweezers. You even got a small ink pen. Some models even come with a little flashlight and a little magnifying glass. More than that too. There's a couple of different options. Got an interesting pattern here. This is the Spring Spirit Special Edition, but we've also got the classic reds and the different colors, but a lot of them are translucent, so you can actually see the tools underneath. Really, really cool gifts. Prices on these start at around 30 bucks and then go up from there, depending on which option you get. But they're very cool, and it's another great way to keep a ton of tools on you, even if you don't want to be carrying a pocket knife or you want to be a little less obvious about carrying a knife. Great little backup set of tools right there. And it's not just for the guys out there either. This is actually a great thing. I know a lot of women like to carry these in their purse because they may not necessarily have a wallet on them, but it's another great way. You can slip a lot of little tools into a small compartment in your purse or your bag or whatever you're carrying day to day. Now this next one is still a credit card knife, but it's an actual knife. It's a knife proper. This is the Boker Plus John Kubasek credit card knife. It's very slim. It does have a nice frame lock on here, which holds the blade open securely, so you've got that added degree of safety, but it's just that one layer and a 440C blade. On the back, you do have a pocket clip, so if you wanted to carry that in your pocket, you could, but it is removable. So if you pop off that pocket clip, it slides right into a credit card compartment in your wallet. Another great spot for this is that little fifth jean pocket, especially without that pocket clip. It can slip into those very easily. And you've got a full-fledged knife. Easy to open with one hand because you got that cutout there. Good solid stainless steel. And the prices start around 30 bucks. We're at $29.95 for this color. There's a few different colors, a few different blade options that you can choose from. But it's a really cool knife. And unlike some products out there that claim to be credit card knives, this is not a gimmick whatsoever. This is a great EDC knife. All right, how about something timeless now? And that is the Buck 110 Folding Hunter. As far as this design goes, it's been around for over 50 years at this point because it's a classic knife that just plain works and it looks fantastic. Price right now on these two, they're on sale at the moment for just under 40 bucks. We're at $39.95. So there's still time to get that deal, but the price is gonna go back up soon, before Christmas in fact. So if you want that 40 bucks, a $40 Buck 110, I mean, that is an awesome price, so you don't want to sleep on that deal. Got a great stainless steel blade with Buck's famous 420HC steel. They do a great job with that. They get a lot of performance out of it. And this knife is made in America. Classic good looks. Calls to mind the knife your dad used to carry, and it's gonna perform really well. Buy it for them, buy one for yourself while you're at it. $110, 40 bucks. So a good pocket knife is something that every dad out there appreciates, but I bet a lot of dads out there appreciate a good shave too. And that's why this next item is a set of shave soap from Napa Shave Soaps. This comes in a set with a nice shaving brush, as well as a mug with some of their shave soap inside already. You can get it in ceramic or an enameled mug. It's got that nice lid on there. And the soap has a lot of excellent natural ingredients in it. We've got coconut and palm oil, safflower, grapeseed. It's all in there, and it feels really good. It smells really good too. They've got a bunch of really good scents. This one's the cedar right here, which I'm really a fan of. And these are gonna last a lot longer than those tubes of shave gel or shaving cream, cans of shaving cream you might get. So it's more environmentally friendly in the long run. It's cheaper in the long run. So no matter whether your dad or husband likes to use a traditional straight razor or modern cartridge razors, this stuff is gonna feel great, and they're only $33.95 for all the different scents and the different mug options. Can't go wrong with these. So we're EDC fanatics around here. We love carrying all of our gear, and if you're buying a gift for someone else who is the same way, likes their gear, the other thing that they should be carrying every day is a nice pen or some kind of writing implement. So the next thing I'm going to show you is actually a tactical pen from Smith & Wesson. This is the Smith & Wesson Tactical Pen and Stylus. Our selection of Smith & Wesson tactical pens starts at about 25 bucks. This one here is $26.95. But in addition to being a pen, this is a phenomenal last-ditch self-defense tool that you can carry without raising a whole lot of eyebrows. You have that point at the end here that acts as a place to concentrate force. But honestly, most of the time, you're going to be using it to write with. To that end, this screws off, throw it back on the end, and we've got a very smooth writing Schmidt ballpoint refill right here. The body itself is aluminum, so it's still pretty lightweight, so even with the end capped right here, it's still very easy to write with and not too heavy. And as if that wasn't enough, this particular model right here can also function as a stylus for a smartphone or a tablet. A lot of stuff all in one, and for less than 27 bucks, this is a phenomenal Christmas gift for just about anyone out there. Next thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your giftee is going to be able to keep their knives sharp. And to that end, we've got the guided field sharpener from Benchmade and WorkSharp. Now we're big fans of this unit over here at the KnifeCenter. I'm sorry we don't have one that's outside of the clam pack at the moment, but this has everything you need to take an edge from completely dull to hair shaving sharp. And because it's a WorkSharp product, we've got some built-in angle guides that make it very easy and intuitive to hold the blade at just the right angle for optimum sharpness. Each side comes with a different grit diamond plate for more aggressive metal removal. Then on the top, we've got a ceramic rod that has a medium and a finer section. You can rotate this thing here at the end in order to reveal those. And it's also got a little bit of a fish hook section as well for those pointed objects. This is going to refine your edge a little further than those diamond plates will. And then on the bottom, there's actually a strip of leather loaded with black abrasive compound for use as a strop for putting that final hair-splitting edge on it. Really, you've got everything you need with this unit to keep your knives sharp, or to keep their knives sharp, even a small little section up here for doing serrated edges. And best of all, the price on these are very good, just $40 for this unit right here. All right, moving up again to our next price bracket, and all of these items are gonna come in under 100 bucks, so everything's between 50 and 100 right here. The first one is the Leatherman Skeletor. Everyone out there should have a Leatherman in their collection because they work extremely well, and the Skeletor is one of their easiest to carry models out there. So it's a Leatherman. You've got a nice multi-tool built around a set of pliers. You've got needle nose, regular pliers, and wire cutters there at the base. On the end here, we've got a nice Phillips head screwdriver bit, and this is reversible. You've got a couple different sizes, as well as a flathead bit stored here on the other side of the handle. And there's some other bits available that you can purchase as well if you want some more versatility. Folded up, you've got a carabiner / bottle opener here at the back, and of course, a nice blade with a partially serrated edge. So that fairly minimal tool set is what makes the Skeletor so great. It doesn't have a whole ton of stuff. It's not super bloated with features. It's got just the most essential stuff you need every day. And we're at $59.95 on this tool right here. And the best part is, here at the Knife Center for that price, it includes a free Leatherman No. 1 multi-tool. The No. 1 is great on your keychain, and if the bottle opener on the Skeletor wasn't enough, we got another one there so you can attack 2 bottles at once. We've got a few different hex wrenches, a hex driver here, a little bit of a pry bar on the tip, and again, that's included for free with the Leatherman Skeletor for $59.95. You can kind of take care of 2 gifts with one with this purchase, or keep one for yourself, or if you're feeling generous, go ahead and give them both to your giftee. So while we're on the subject of multi-tools, I've got something a little bit different right here. This does include some things like a pry bar, screwdriver tip, some wrench sizes, a bottle opener as well, but this is more than just your ordinary multi-tool. This is the Artisan Cutlery Kinetic Tool, exclusive here at the Knife Center with black and orange G10 handles. Now this is special because this is not a butterfly knife, but this is a butterfly multi-tool. Lots of fun to use, and if that wasn't enough, this actually folds closed, so you can carry it, latches in. You may be asking yourself, why does it fold closed if you could just flip the handles open? Press this button. It's also an automatic multi-tool. Just a lot of fun with this thing. It works pretty well. It's not as smooth as like a high-end butterfly knife, but it's great for practicing tricks. It's a great trainer, and you've got some functionality too. Makes a great bottle opener at a party. You can learn to do some cool things with it. $59.95 for this Knife Center exclusive Artisan Cutlery Kinetic Tool. All right, let's get back to some pocket knives. Next up, for $59.99 is the CRKT helical folder with D2 blade. This is a fantastic little knife from Ken Onion, who's a knife making superstar, knife designer extraordinaire. And it's a little bit gentleman's knife, a little bit tactical, a little bit executive knife. It's kind of a bunch of things rolled into one, which is why we think it makes a great option as a gift. You've got that Tonto style blade, which gives you that tactical aesthetic, but it's nice and narrow too, so it's going to be good for everyday uses like opening boxes, any of those finer tasks that you're going to need to do on most days. Folded up, we've got a liner lock for safety, and some black aluminum handles with a little bit of an orange peel texture, so they're not super slick. Deep carry pocket clip. This is a right-hand sided knife with as far as the clip carry, but it carries nice and unobtrusive, and it's nice and narrow when folded up. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room in your pocket as well, or in your giftee's pocket. And then it's a flipper knife, so the blade fires open really nicely, really quickly, but it's a really cool design, and it's a really good price, $59.99. So next up, as far as we're concerned here at the Knife Center, the Spyderco Delica, which is one of the best EDC knives you can get. This particular version features camo Zome handles, which, if you don't know what that is, each one of these is individually hand-dyed for this mottled texture, so no two are alike. And it's something just a little bit different than your normal black-handled pocket knives out there. It adds a little bit of spice to your life. And we're at about $81.22 on this knife. We've also got the Enduro, which is a bigger knife with the same style for only a couple bucks more right now. What I love about the Delica overall, no matter which one you choose, is the blade is less than 3 inches long, so it's a good size for taking just about anywhere. The handles work very well. They're nice and lightweight. You got a good amount of texture on them. 4-position pocket clip so you can carry it no matter where you want. Lockback so lefties and righties can use it no problem. Large thumb hole for opening. Excellent VG10 stainless steel, works exceptionally well. Easy enough to sharpen, holds its edge a long time, and a nice full flat grind so it slices exceptionally well. Really, you can't go wrong with any Delica, but you should really check out these camo Zome versions right now for $81.22. So next up, we've got a kitchen item, and this is a nice set of steak knives from Henckels. This is the Porterhouse 8-piece steak knife set for $79.99. So I don't know about you, but if you're in my house and we're having steak, it's a bit of a special occasion, so we want your knives to be worthy of that occasion, and these certainly are. First off, because they come in this nice wooden case. Has a nice clear Lexan slider lid that keeps them protected. And the construction of these knives themselves, they're fully integral pieces of stainless steel, so these are going to last a lifetime. Because they're all a single piece of stainless steel, you've got no handle pieces that are going to get loose over time, pop out, nothing like that, and they feel nice and comfortable too. As far as the style, they're going to fit in with just about any kind of flatware that you guys may or may not have. I hope you have some flatware if you're buying steak knives. If you don't, buy some flatware first, then come back for the steak knives. But they're really cool. I love the presentation of it. Porterhouse steak knives, less than 80 bucks. So we've covered a few great price points so far, but what if you really want to step up your gift game and really pull out all the stops? Honestly, we've got way too much to even show you, but I pulled a few things out here, just a couple to give you an idea of some of the really cool stuff that we have over here. So I'm gonna stick with the kitchen stuff here for just a minute. I just showed you some Henckels steak knives, but now we've got a block set that you probably are gonna wanna know about. This is the Twin 4-Star 40th Anniversary 8-piece set. And right now, $149.99. We're under 150 bucks for this set of German-made kitchen knives, which a lot of times just the standard chef's knife alone can cost upwards of 100 bucks. You're getting all of this for a really good price. Comes with that classic chef knife. The balance of it's very good. I can feel it just here. It's gonna work very nicely on a cutting board. You're not gonna be fighting too much extra weight. And the handles are nice and comfortable, I think, too. In addition to that, you've got a serrated utility knife and your paring knife. Comes with a honing steel, a serrated bread knife, a pair of scissors. But I'm actually really taken with this small utility knife pattern. This is such a little useful size. It's almost sort of a hybrid between a chef's knife and a santoku, just with a smaller blade. Good bit of clearance for working on a cutting board. I just think it's really cool, and you can get all of this for just under 150 bucks. So the next one I want to talk about is the KnifeCenter exclusive Benchmade Bugout with battle wash handles. Now this is a phenomenal EDC knife. It's currently actually the one I'm carrying myself because it has a nice thin blade with a really high grind. It slices very well, and it's got these stunning handles. And the KnifeCenter is actually the first place anywhere you can get a Benchmade with a battle wash handle. Not only do they look good, they're nice and slim, and this whole knife overall is less than 2 ounces, so it carries very well. It's got that cool deep carry pocket clip for unobtrusive carry. And with that weight, like I said, less than 2 ounces, you're not even gonna know it's there till you need it, at which point you can pull it out. We've got this nice axis lock here, which allows us to open the blade pretty quickly too. Pull it back, flick of the wrist, the blade is out, and you're gonna be cutting with that S30V steel, which is a good premium steel. You're gonna have an edge that lasts a good long while. We've got this black Cerakoted blade version for a really cool look, or you can get a more traditional satin finish blade. Prices on those, $140.25 for the satin, up to $153 for this black Cerakote. And this is really gonna wow someone when they pull it out because, I mean, just look at it. Really cool. All right, to round things out, I've got a pair of items here that truly are next level items. Got a nice pocket knife and a nice custom pen here. The first knife we're gonna look at is the Michael Ziba MS3 with a Damasteel blade. Now the MS3 is a nice slim package. It kind of evokes that executive knife style. And as far as I'm concerned, it's probably one of the best gentleman's knives out there you can buy at any price. This is a titanium handled knife. And when it's folded up, it's got such a nice clean aesthetic that really fits in a lot of different places, whether you can dress it up or dress it down. Titanium handle, like I said, got a nice pocket clip here on the right side. The blade being a flipper, you can use your index finger, but I actually really like to open it as though it's a lighter. Flicks really satisfyingly. And that Damasteel blade is just stunning to look at. Now we've got a few different Damasteel patterns to choose from, or you can get it with a plain M390 steel blade for really good edge retention, but it's not gonna look quite as fancy as these Damasteel versions. We're at $325 on the M390 versions, up to about $465 on the Damasteel. I know that's pricey, but this truly is a Cadillac pocket knife, something that anyone's gonna appreciate. I certainly would. That's okay, don't buy one for me, buy one for your loved ones out there. Now the best thing to accompany a good pocket knife, high-end pocket knife like that, is a custom pen. And this is the Matthew Martin Custom 500. And we showed you that Smith & Wesson tactical pen earlier, which was about $27. This one makes a big jump up. We're actually at $375 on this entirely handmade writing implement. Now, if that's a little too high of a jump for you, we've actually got a bunch of stuff in between. Some great pens from Tough Rider, Rick Hinderer tactical knives, some really good stuff to choose from. But for something that's truly the cream of the crop, you can't go wrong with this Matthew Martin. Now the reason for that price, partially, is that these are, like I said, entirely handmade in Bridgewater, Massachusetts, but the materials play into that as well. The body of this pen is actually zirconium, as well as having a titanium clip and a nice wood barrel section here. We've got that tactical end point. It's a screw top. Move that over here. And then it's ready to write. You got a nice ridged grip section here, and it can use either a Fisher Space Pen or a Parker cartridge, whichever you wish. Either one of those will work, but it does come with a Fisher Space Pen cartridge, which means it can write upside down, it can write in zero gravity, if they're ever in a position to take an expensive pen into a zero gravity situation. But even if they never do, it's a stunning piece, and it's going to be functional and beautiful and something that they're going to appreciate their entire life, I think. So as you can see, we got a ton of great stuff. I showed you some cool stuff here, I think, but we've got even more at our website. Now, if you want to get your hands on any of these knives, you can find links to all of these in the description, and we're going to leave a link to our full online gift guide as well, with seriously tons more options, even beyond these cool things. So anyway, hit those links in the description to head over to KnifeCenter.com, and don't forget to sign up for our Knife Rewards program while you're there, because you might as well earn free money when you're buying these great gifts for some people out there. I'm David C. Anderson from the Knife Center, signing off. Happy holidays.
Two. Boot.
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 Take the boot.
Boot.
I get excited.
It picks you up pretty well.
I get excited. You can tell when I'm about to go off the rails, can't you? Reset for bubbles.
Executive knife.
Ooh, it's a bottle opener.